just setting up, and then we gonna hop into the reading. So it's been a little while since I actually did a full reading. I had 3 videos where the same type of timeline kept like coming out. So I'm gonna use 2 decks, like both of my decks, to clear out the energy. Okay. We got Creating Me a Clean Heart by Donnie McClurkin. So that's definitely significant, especially with this energy, because like maybe it's some things that you know that you need to let go of, right? It's like you're motivating yourself. Let's see, I'm pushing up on here. We got Calling on You by John B. So that's definitely the energy of there's a lot of energy of feeling like something is pulling at you, right? It's like kind of like an intrusive thought, I guess. And it could even be anxiety as well. Like for someone, you could be nervous about some type of new endeavor, something that you're manifesting. It's definitely the energy of something that is being manifested. Yeah, we got this King of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. So it's definitely some type of new beginning in some place of authority, a position of authority in some type of way, right? So this definitely could be someone I'm talking about. Maybe you just recently got promoted in some type of way. Maybe you manifested something and you got it, and maybe you used to always think about getting this manifestation and feeling how excited you would be, and now that you have it, you are a little bit nervous. What about that, Holy Spirit? Yeah. And it could be due to some wounds, okay? It's like your reaction to this blessing, right? It has you not really being present and celebrating that blessing, and it's due to some type of wound that you could have had. Maybe you know that energy when like you're feeling like something's going very well, and then you're like, ugh, I feel like something's gonna mess it up. And it's an intrusive thought, right? It's not like you feel like that, but that's just the thought that comes up, right? If that is resonating for you in the now, you're gonna have a change, okay, when it comes to that. That is why, like, this specific energy is why I love to say this specific affirmation as to where I am worthy of all the blessings that God is bringing towards me, or that I have, you know, practicing that gratitude, right? That's gonna like really open you up, open up your eyes, open up your heart to not feel as if you are a victim. Like for somebody, you've been through things, right? You've been victimized in the past, but that's not a part of your reality, okay? That's not a part of your reality. And for someone I'm talking to, like, you've done a lot of work when it came to protecting yourself, okay? When it comes to building up your confidence and actually standing strong, right? By yourself, independently, you know? It's like you're not afraid to, like, walk in your truth, right? For someone, you are, like, that type of excited energy is something that is picking up momentum for you as to where you're going to be able to enjoy things fully, right? Yeah. He said you don't understand. Then don't watch it. It's so weird, like tarot, people don't A tarot reading would never pop up unless you're looking for it. But y'all, my mount is like mad far away today. Okay. So for someone, this excitement is picking up, okay? And it's some type of endeavor, something that you're working on. Like, I'm definitely getting that energy of like someone that is, it's like you're starting something new, a new business, like a new stream of income. Maybe you just recently got a new stream of income. I know I channeled that energy with like someone, it's like you're receiving something, right? A refund or something, and you actually get more than you thought you were gonna get. Like, that's the type of energy that I'm picking up on. And it's like, you know, that energy, it's so much room for activities. Like for somebody, the movie Step Brothers, that's probably a movie that you've loved. Maybe you haven't watched it in a while. Go ahead and watch it. Get yourself to laughing, okay? It's this energy of you actually, you know, watching those funny movies. You know, when you're on social media, look up, like, watch the funny stuff, the things that are funny to laugh, okay? For somebody, you just need to laugh. That's literally it. And that is going to like, is going to provide you like with that stability, with being in this higher vibration. Okay, for someone, you could have, you know, struggled, you know, like struggled a lot, you get what I'm saying, like especially with depression. You see all the swords in his back, like you've been through some shit, right? But you still have things to smile about and laugh about and look forward and actually enjoy in the present. Okay, so even in the, like, I want to say the past, yeah, like the past 3 readings that I've done, like that energy was coming up as to where you're letting things go, right? Cutting off all the loose ends, letting shit go, and like really moving forward and working on your confidence, right? And then now this energy as to where you, like, you see it's in your hand, right? This pentacle is in your hand. This blessing is in your hand, right? So your like feelings towards it is as if you are doing your reflection to letting those things go, right? But right now, the past, you know, the door probably was a little cracked. It's shut now, you know? So now it's like, you know that you're building on your future because you have this pentacle in your present. That's why I've been talking a lot about being grounded, actually being able to really see the blessings around you, right? Practice gratitude for those blessings that are around you, right? The blessings that you have now, the blessings that you're receiving now, the blessings that you're building upon now. You get what I'm saying? That's why it's prevalent that you stay grounded in these moments so you can actually have this energy of excitement come towards you. Because maybe, you know, it's not as though you're serious all the time, but for somebody, you need to move like a little bit more. Like, it's about pushing yourself like just a little bit further, taking that step. And maybe it's not something that you are even like aware of because you're doing a lot of this shadow work, right? And for someone, when it comes to your healing journey, like it doesn't have to be so serious all the time. Yes, we're doing inner child healing, but there's other ways to heal your inner child rather than doing prompts. Okay, you heal your inner child by like being creative, whether you're, you know, drawing, coloring, you know, those things that bring you that excitement. All right, these are the things that you're being called to really focus on. That's gonna help you, like, you build up that passion like within you even more. Because for someone, you are healing your heart chakra at this time because you've done a lot of work healing that root chakra, that sacral chakra, right? So now you're in this energy of healing your heart chakra as to where you are having more fun. Even that energy I channeled yesterday with someone, it's like you've been needing to be more social. Like, you're not meant to be just cooped up in the house. Like, and I was even like, even with that anxiety like surrounding that, yeah, because for someone, you could feel as if it's some type of hidden information, like something being held, like back from you, something that you might not know, right? And that could also be the energy of trying to figure out the whys, right? You're no longer trying to figure out why, you're just grateful that there's a possibility for you to be excited. Like for somebody, you have a blessing, and it has to do with like praise and how much you've improved. Like for somebody, you definitely got some recognition. I'm definitely picking up energy. Maybe you got promoted or something. Maybe you like that energy. What was it? Somebody was going on that job interview and you were waiting for them to call you back and they don't call you back, and maybe offered you like some type of leadership type of position. Yeah, literally. Look what was at the bottom. Somebody. So that is a beautiful. And then Queen of Wands is the only one that's out here like on her own. So it could be a feminine that I'm talking to, right? Or Pisces, Aries energy with this Queen of Wands. Yeah, with this Knight of Cups energy, there's definitely some type of invitation. Like, and then, you know, one of the channeled songs that came out is Calling on You by Jumpy. So maybe somebody, you could be invited somewhere. Knight of Cups energy, that is like romantical a little bit. So somebody could be, because I got to listen to this song. Because Calling on You by John V is given he's there, like, he's wanting somebody. Like, maybe somebody might be inviting you on a date or something. Because the first song that came out was Creating Me a Clean Heart by Donnie McClurkin. So it's like there's an energy of someone, because it's separate. Like there's an energy of someone that could be in your energy as to where they feel as if they're kind of like, there's some type of hidden information about something. And it could be surrounding somebody's finances, okay? But it's high vibrational, you know, like it's very high vibrational, but something is keeping this separate. Hold on, let me see. What about this Queen of Wands? Because it's a Queen of Wands energy that's out. And whoever the feminine is, it's like you have a blessing in front of you, but it's anxiety. It's like maybe you could be anxious about the possibility of something, or but it has something to do with I think this is 9 or 10 of swords. Like you see all these swords, like someone has their like walls up, right? And you could have your walls up, but it's like you're working on healing that, but maybe you don't know how to like take the first step in doing that. And I feel that type of energy. Cause it's like, it feels like, you know, you've been through so much. But then it's a lot of wands up here too. But the sword is definitely up. Yeah, Queen of Cups came out on the side. So you are, you know, you're doing this inner child healing. But for someone, do like, as you're doing your inner child healing, tap more into your like creativity. Maybe you've been doing like a lot of prompts and they might bring you to tears, you know. So maybe set that to the side and do something fun, like for your inner child healing, to get that excitement. Because it doesn't have to just be, you know what I'm saying, only pulling out your emotions. Like it's everything, all your chakras. Yeah, like there's this energy. And then the fact that Queen of Wands was by herself and then King of Wands came out, him wanting to give to you in some way. But someone's like their emotions, like someone, yeah, we have strength. Okay, so for someone, if this is you, like if this is your energy as to where you are experiencing just like an outpouring of emotions, okay, you're being called to really like speak or write a letter or something to yourself. Look in the mirror and it's like, I am strong. Like, you know that it's like that energy of you focusing on you and your strength and how strong you are. Like, yes, you have moments where you was like, in my mind, I'm saying like somebody curled up, you know, like, but you are strong. You're able to walk tall like that because you can. But it's like you're kind of like, yeah, like you kind of overdoing it a little when it comes to that emotional aspect, because it's like, okay, you know, at some point you have to shut that, like I'm seeing my mind, I'm seeing a buck, like shut that part, because yes, we ought to work on that emotional aspect when we're, you know, working on our inner child like traumas, but for the most part, you good. Okay, so you don't have to keep opening up that door. Okay, especially if emotionally it's triggering you, right? Like it's like something that can make you, you know, you always shed tears, or something that lingers in the back of your mind, you know. Like for me, I'm like the type of person, like when it comes to like traumas and stuff, I'll compartmentalize. Like I'll put it away, and when I'm ready to process through that, cool, I'll, you know, and then I'll put it back. You know what I said? That could be the best thing that works for you, because honestly, that's something that oh my gosh, I want to say winter, like last one, because for me, it's like with seasons, when it, especially when it comes to my emotions, and I have to be like I have to be grounded, and not to where I won't, like I will express my emotions, especially tears, because I feel that. And King of Wands, he came up with like somebody has been making like poor financial decisions, and it could be this king of this King of Wands. Yeah, there's this energy around you. They're feeling very overwhelmed. Okay, and that also could be, you know, whoever's working on intra healing and stuff, like you're kind of overwhelming like your emotions, as to where you're not even able to focus on some type of new beginning that is literally like right in front of you. Okay, so this is that energy of being present. Okay, because remember, when it comes to us doing shadow work and inner child healing, we're focusing on the past and the present and the future. You should be able to do it simultaneously, but also without it affecting your emotions in a way as to where it's just too much going on. You get what I'm saying? That's why, you know, give yourself grace and pace yourself, because that's going to help you to not get like overwhelmed, especially as we're processing and, you know, healing through these inner child traumas. Why you writing Bible verses on here? Yeah. There's like this energy of someone that is saving money. So somebody could have, you know, somebody could have messed their money up a little bit. Maybe you bought something or spent too much money. But look, you still like learn how to treat yourself. Like for someone, it's not even a poor financial decision. You investing into yourself. Okay, that is good. Stop being so hard on yourself for somebody. Like, come on. Gabriel, why you... He condemns practices such as divination, sorcery, magic, and consulting the dead. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. Who is evil? That's how I don't get it. Like, I feel like if you're gonna put a Bible verse, explain to me, you know what I'm saying? Because you're just writing a verse. Like, how do you interpret that, you know? You said Deuteronomy. Does that also means balance? I'm not sure. To be real, I haven't read like the Bible from top to bottom. Like I know verses, like different verses and stuff, but I'm actually just now getting into that, which is crazy. That's why I feel like everything is intuitively guided. I promise you, because I literally just got me a new Bible. For me, I've had in my life, I've had 4 Bibles. Every one of those Bibles disappeared in some type of way where somebody took it. But I'm finally like, and my last Bible that I had, the rental car that all my stuff was in, it got stolen. All my stuff was on. I was tight. But the fact that I found these 2 books and they were within the price range, because I like, even with this energy of like you're saving your money, right? Like you could be getting things for yourself and then looking back like, oh, maybe I spent too much on myself. No, like you're treating yourself, you know, do the things that are making you feel better, have vibrational. Like you're not supposed to be like sorrowful all the time, sad all the time, or even with the healing practices that you're doing, like when you meditate or whatever. Like me, I meditate sometimes, but I realize like if I meditate, I will fall asleep. So I find different ways to ground my energy. So like for someone, it's really about that strength. Okay, what chakra is this? The solar plexus chakra. Okay, so go ahead and like listen to some frequencies of that will strengthen the solar plexus chakra. Look it up. All right, and I could be talking to a Leo. Definitely like that fire energy, because we did have King of Wands and Queen of Wands. Yeah, and then there also could be an energy of someone that kind of, I don't know if this is their past energy or this could be the energy they're in now, but they want some type of plan. And this could be the individual that could be like calling on you in some type of way, but maybe this person could have like a criminal past. Let me see. What about this individual? I would hope that they're not a criminal. Oh, okay. So this individual, they probably like, they have like a toxic family, or like I'm hearing like a toxic sibling or a cousin or something, like somebody that they're close to, right? Because it could also be a friend, right? Like a friend that they like call family or whatever. This individual, they into something. Yeah, and it has to do with money. It could be a scammer or something. Somebody probably a scammer. Let me see. What about that? Yeah. Whoever this is, they feel like it's their duty or their responsibility to do something. It's like someone wants to express something to you, and it's like they want to clear the air type of energy. But it's like some type of hidden feelings about something, about some type of like unhealthy relationship dynamic. Yeah, like they're frustrated. And this individual could be frustrated with this energy that has you feeling sad. So it's definitely some family shit. Like something, this could be like a cousin or something, I don't know. But you're doing like some type of inner child healing. There's definitely something. something okay, something that you doing consistently, something that this individual is witnessing consistently. It's like they're seeing something. What? Listen, we got the Star and the Hermit. Something that you doing by yourself. Okay, whatever it is, whoever you are, like you balancing like your masculine and your feminine energy. Like this is given like, yeah. And whoever you are, you're doing a great job. Okay, if you recently bought something for yourself and you're thinking like, oh, maybe I do. No, treat yourself. Like that's the type of energy. Okay, of course, you know, stick to your budget and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But you have to get comfortable receiving, okay, even from yourself. When you're buying something for yourself, you know, going out to do something fun by yourself, especially for my people, to where it's like you have a lot of responsibilities and stuff. It's like the energy of somebody else, to where you've been working, and you finally just took a day off, and maybe it was your first time using a sick day, and like you wasn't actually sick. Like, it's that energy of don't feel bad for that. Don't feel bad for getting some time to yourself, okay? And I feel this energy because, like, I'm getting, like, I'm working through that as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a single mom and I have 2 kids. You get what I'm saying? So, like, the value of, you know, being comfortable doing nice things for yourself and stuff, like, it's beautiful. And that's why, literally, my eyes gonna keep going to this Bible. In this book, You Are Outrageously Blessed, Inspiring Devotions for Women. Like, these, listen, I'm gonna actually read a passage out of there. We could do one of the devotions. Actually, what I'm thinking is, that's what I'm gonna do. Because, to be real, when it comes to me doing my readings, like, I feel like live streaming, I don't know why, like, it feels more like the energy flows better. But when I record, like, I had to have like a topic, because even when I was doing the life path readings, but that was just a lot. But I'm gonna do the devotions. You know, with this justice card, it's like you're, you know, moving on your own path. Like, even with me, like, y'all just heard me like make a little bitty plan. You feel me? Because there has to be, like, you have to realize that you're important too. You take care of so many different things, like, and no, like, things aren't perfect, but at the same time, like, you're keeping an upright attitude, even in the moments or the times when, like, you may feel disappointed, you may feel, you know, frustrated, you may shed a couple tears, like, but that's what makes you human, you know. And at the end of the day, it's like you're like, you have integrity, you know what I'm saying? Like, you treat others how you want to be treated, like, and you also take accountabilities for, like, like, moments even where you could have, like, did too much, I guess. For someone, you definitely have like a fiery type of energy with King of Wands, Queen of Wands, and then King of Swords. So 2 kings. Like, you could be someone that has, like, maybe, like, you cuss somebody out, you feel me? Yeah, like, you're victorious against all this. Like, for someone, you have to give yourself a break, like, for real. Like, you're super hard on yourself. And for someone, it has to do with money, like, it has to do with, like, finances, okay? But you're doing a great job. Like, things are moving in the right direction for you, literally, and it's picking up. Like, God is showing you that you're on the right path, and it's mainly by you being aware, like, being present of the blessings that are in front of you, okay? Literally, the sun. And then the sun, it fell right next to the Chariot. Like, literally. I'm talking to someone as if you are, like, you're in this energy of, you can see, like, all the things that you're working for, like, you're getting confirmations, like, literally from the Most High. Just the way that your confirmations and synchronicities are lining up, like, literally. Because there's this energy of, like, this conflict, and it's some type of conflict that could be making you feel sad, but it's already been defeated. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, like, conflict, like, literally. And it fell right under the Four of Cups. Like, it's some type of conflict or past conflict or something that it makes you feel sad. Like, it could be like an intrusive thought or something, and it could have to do with some type of family, because this energy that's right here, this, like, it's somebody in energy that's trying to hold you in some type of way, okay? And you, it could be like some type of toxic dynamic that you walked away from it. The Emperor. Listen, this is so much fire energy right here. I could be talking to a Leo, a Aries. Temperance didn't come out yet, so, but it's something. What about this? Something that makes you sad. The only thing, it's like one memory. Maybe that's why you could be going so hard with your inner child healing, because you don't like some type of something that happened in some type of family dynamic. And it could also be that energy of you feeling sad. It's like you wanna splurge and do things for yourself, but then you end up having that guilt. Like, no, that's kind of something in your family. Like, maybe they was in lack, or maybe it could have been like somebody that was like maybe like a mom or dad or something. I don't know, but an adult, like when you were a child, an adult that was constantly around you, and they were like reckless, like with their money, and maybe that's why you like you know, you real strict with the finances, and that's good and all, but you still gotta treat yourself. You can't take it with you. Yeah, we saving money and stuff, but you shouldn't like hoard money or like not be able to treat yourself, because at the end of the day you cannot take it with you, right? So enjoy. Life is meant to be, you listen. Life, like what are you talking about? Get you that spa day. Like, yes, it costs a lot, but it's the value and the dollar. You get what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? And it's gonna help you feel rejuvenated. Okay, treat yourself. What's that? I don't even know where that's from, but it's like a movie or something. He's like, treat yourself, fool. Like, treat yourself. Like, what are you talking about? Like me, like, okay, so if I was to go out, right, I would literally just I always have, like, first of all, you should have multiple accounts, right? Because I'm not gonna tell nobody just bring cash, because in the past I used to do that. Like, in the past I would just take a certain amount of money out and take that with me. Especially like I went to the casino 2 times in my life. The first time I went, I just took money out the ATM and that's all I used. Like, for somebody, you could move like that, you feel me? Like, get like maybe, well, I don't know what your budget is or whatever, you feel me? So get some money, the cash, and take that out with you, even if you're going to the bar or something, right? And you don't want to overspend because you feel like, oh, if I drink, I'll just be spending money. And I feel you on that, because I'll be like that too. But like, you have to, once you get to the point where you're able to be disciplined enough, like, yeah, boo, I ain't spending this, you know what I'm saying? Get the cash out, or have a card, you know? Like, I know some people have like, what is it, Chime and Cash App, right? Like, you could only put the money in there that you're using for that night. Don't bring no other cards, right? Take it off your Apple Pay. Like, do something like that to set yourself up. But for somebody, you need to go have fun, okay? And maybe you could struggle a little bit, like, with your ego and stuff, but at the same time, it's like, even when you sit there and spend, like, you go out, you may overspend like a little bit. Like, it's not like you're doing something wrong. Like, you're just having a good time. So you just gotta switch it and find ways to not just be, you know, like, if you somebody, like, if you go out and you be spending too much money on drinks and food, maybe eat before you go, you know, and pregame at the house a little bit, and then, you feel me, like, be creative with it. But that don't mean just don't do nothing. Like, you a little dramatic, but it's okay. I be like that too. That's why it's funny to me. Listen, literally, like, for someone, you gotta start like celebrating yourself, okay? Because listen, you've been through something, okay? And you deserve to celebrate. Like, look, both of these cards represent celebration, okay? I could be talking to a Cancer, an Aries, and then we got this Death card. Like, literally, you gotta Celebrate, like, especially celebrate like getting rid of shit, right? Because the death card, that represents rebirth, new beginnings, and also endings, right? Celebrate that. And then here this last one. So fire energy is strong. Okay. The temperance card. So I could be talking to an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Or a Scorpio. Because the death card came out here. Cancer, Pisces energy as well. And for someone, you could be like a parent, or you could want to be a parent, or you could have a lot of responsibilities. You might have a pet, right? Whatever it is, it's like you've like, there's a calmness, right? Like you got away from like a lot of like chaos or whatever. Or even if it could have been someone that tried to like do the woo woo, right? Tried to send you some chaos magic. But whatever it is, it didn't work. Yeah, like, and maybe that could be why this energy is coming up, as to where you're determined, right? Like you're determined to do the things that make you happy, right? To make your house a home, to have your house be calm and peaceful. Maybe like in your youth, maybe that could be the energy coming up, right? Where you might, have moments where you think about your childhood and it just was just sad or mad, or, a toxic environment, and it's like your present is nothing like that. You are right now who you needed as a child. Be proud of that, okay? Because there is going to be moments where you'll feel a little sad, but be proud though, right? Don't be sad about it. It happened. But at the end of the day, that was the building blocks to like where you are today. And you chose to do that, right? You chose to do better. You chose to, give your children an actual childhood to where they're not seeing people, fight, and just a miserable like place to be. Like your home. Be proud of that. That's something that you see every day. And sometimes you might take it for granted. You sometimes take yourself for granted. Look at all you've done. Look around you. Really see yourself as a whole. Don't pinpoint on, insecurity or no. Look at it all in a whole. Because when you're meeting these new people, they don't know what you've been through. They see you for where you are in the now, right? They don't know what you're doing in the future. There's like, you're very like you're someone that individuals, it's like they look for answers. And it's like some type of, maybe somebody like you've been really wanting to go on vacation, and you could be afraid to like get on a plane or something. So like, why do it be trolls in the daytime? It's 2:53. I could see if there's trolls at night, but find you some business. People that do that be broke. They don't be having no money. Because ain't no way. Because you don't make money doing that. That's weird. Oh, let me mute them. I can't put my phone up like this no more. Because I wasn't expecting to have these popping up. You know what? I'm just going to ignore the chat and just do the reading. Because I keep getting distracted. But yeah, there's definitely, and then that also could be a part of the energy too. Maybe you've been being distracted. Maybe you have like a monitoring spirit. Yeah. But whoever it is that feels as if it's like you're afraid to like travel, right? If you're afraid to like if you're afraid to like do anything like that, like have a new perspective of it. Because if like for me, if I was afraid of like planes and stuff like that, Look up like how like safety measures and stuff like that. Like me, when I'm on the flight, I'll look up like what to do if our plane crashes, or do that before. But that's what I would do if I was scared of that. Like what? You have to swim, right? So if you're scared to get on planes and you're afraid if it's gonna crash or whatever, maybe take a swim class and learn how to swim. You gotta do things, learn new skills and stuff that's gonna build your confidence with not being afraid of stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, when it's your time, it's your time. You gotta be at peace with that, right? You gotta be at peace with where you are in the now. Things are not perfect, but you should at least do things that you really want. Because for someone, you really want to travel, and there's no way you could get on that island without getting on a plane first, and that's okay. Actually, yeah, if you afraid, maybe somebody, you making it a goal to get on a plane one day because you're afraid of getting on a plane. Because if you want to go to an island, I just thought about that. Like, you could take a cruise. They be going to islands. I mean, it don't be like, you know, as long, but you could look up like different ways to like get to where you want to go. Yeah, somebody could be afraid to travel. I've actually met a few people that like they were born in like one state and they never left, or like born in one country and never like left the country. If that's something that you could be afraid to travel, like don't keep yourself stuck. Get out of my room and close the door. Yeah, with this page of one's energy, it's like, huh?
Look, I saw my phone off it.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
It's okay. Put my AirPods down. Okay. It's glue. Nail glue got on it. Shut my door. You don't have to shut it all the way. Just close it. Yeah, with this Hierophant card, it's definitely this energy of you. Like, in order for you to gain knowledge, you have to travel to see the world, like to see different perspectives. Because for a lot of people that's like born in the U.S., if you were to visit like a different country besides the U.S., you would experience a culture shock, and it would help you to appreciate what you have like around you, right? With being present. Because even my stop yelling. Zion, come shut my door.
So you just put the movie up and then put it back in the middle. No, I did not.
It's okay. Then watch it again. It's okay.
No, I did not put it in the middle. Wait,
close my door. Y'all could talk about that outside my doorway.
But it's Zion. He's just gonna play a game while we didn't even finish the movie.
Zion, don't play the game. When the movie is finished, you can play the game. I'm about to just take the iPad. Because it's not raining or nothing. Y'all could play outside. They gotta learn. So we do have the Hierophant, High Priestess, and Ace of Swords. And I think just the Ten of Wands. For someone, you're very like, you're standing your ground when it comes to something. Because some type of new perspective that you have on something, it's led you to be able to make these decisions in the right way. Like, whoever I'm talking to, you heavily like follow your intuition, right? And then like High Priestess, Hierophant, like whether you're divine masculine, divine feminine, like you heavily follow your intuition. Because, you know, like, for some people, that voice in their head is a fucking demon. That's why when people be, like, tormented and all that stuff, yeah, because you don't pray. Like, if you don't have a relationship with God, like, you know that saying of, like, who are you praying to? What else? Yeah. With this Ace of Wands, it's like you're being encouraged by the Most High. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, okay? Air and fire energy. Specifically, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Leo, Aries. Like, you literally, your expansion and your growth are your signs from the Most High that, like, you're on the right path. Look, we got King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. And what is this? 10 of Cups. Like, when you began your healing journey, you were searching for something, answers, right? Healing, right? And you're so, like, you have so much wisdom. Like, even though you might have, you know, situations that come up from the past, you might be a little emotional, shedding tears, but it's like you're releasing it. Think of it like that. Like, when you're doing your inner child healing and you may shed a few tears, you know, grieving a little bit for your inner child, what they had to go through. Like, you are still kind and compassionate and healing. There's nothing wrong with having emotions. Like, expressing your emotions. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean that you're taking a step back in your healing journey. You're actually taking a step forward. Now, if you're doing your inner child healing and, you know, it's bringing up these emotions, but then it's like you're making reckless decisions, you're probably, I don't know, like drinking a lot or something like that. Like, if you're doing toxic stuff, that means you're trying to numb those emotions. Stop running from them. That's why I say, like, you know, feel your feelings, okay? But feel your feelings, but process those feelings in a healthy way, in a high vibrational way, right? Because I can use myself as an example. In the past, when I would feel sad, I would take a shot of tequila because I thought of it as my happy juice. And now it's like I haven't drank in a long time. And like I don't like I process my feelings. Like, I feel like I be like I shed tears sometimes, but it's not like I'll be crying like all day or whatever. It's like I'll think about it and I'm like, and then it's like, okay, but I'm grateful. Like, that thought, it always turns into, but I'm grateful for where I am now, the lessons I've learned along this journey. And it's because I didn't give up on myself, right? And I kept my faith in the Most High. Like, that's that energy. Especially as you're processing, like, past shit, right? Past traumas and all that. Because your brain is not going to forget it. You know, you're not meant to just forget about it, but you're meant to process those feelings in a healthy way. And then also look at it for the perspective of, but I am not a representation of what I survived or came from. Like, for somebody, it could be a toxic family dynamic, right? You don't represent that ball of chaos. Don't be ashamed that, you know, that is your family tree or whatever the fuck. You feel me? That's your, but at the same time, y'all don't share the same morals and values. Y'all dynamics are completely different. You didn't choose to be here. You get what I'm saying? You didn't choose you didn't choose to be born into that toxic as, you know, situation. You didn't choose that. So why would you be ashamed? They're humans and they're being human. And they chose to make the decisions that they, you know, made. And it hurt you, but you're still choosing to move forward and be better than that. You know? Literally. With this Two of Cups energy, that's self-love. Because you didn't have a, you know, a guidebook or someone to guide you and shit like that, and you still chose to, you know, be this leader. Like, you knew, like, you could be someone that's kind of like, you felt like the oddball out, like, in your family. Maybe you could have dealt with like bullying, like even if it's not family, it could also be like in school. Like maybe you felt like you didn't fit in really, like you were like set apart for like a reason. And instead of these individuals embracing your uniqueness, they chose to, you know, do those things. But you had like some type of breakthrough. But, you know, the memories, you know, they may sometimes linger, right? Yeah, like literally, it's really hard. I feel that whatever it is, it could have been, you know, very painful, but at the end of the day, you're still healing your emotions because you're not acting out in like a negative type of way. You know, those are times when you be gentle with yourself with this temperance energy. Okay, when you have those days as to where, you know, you might feel away, like, you know, sometimes when people get like the holiday blues and stuff like that, like just process your emotions in a healthy way. Okay, and do things that you find enjoyable. Like even in the beginning of the reading, it was like that excited energy, like getting excited about like your life and doing things and having fun, you know, like go skating, go bowling. That don't like cost like, you know, a whole bunch of money. You know that energy, you know that saying when people say saving up for a rainy day. Yeah, you saving up for a rainy day, like that day that you need to have fun. You need that, you know, treat yourself. Like that's the energy. Whatever it is you view as treating yourself. You get what I'm saying? Maybe you like to, you know, go to a restaurant that you never tried, or, you know, buy yourself, you know, take yourself shopping or something. I don't know. Zion. What else? We got the Love is the Magician, the Ace of Cups. Listen. Okay, this is going to like, it's a very good. For someone, you're about to have an emotional awakening, and or you could be currently going through an emotional awakening, because that's what it feels like. Like for real, it feels like you're going through an emotional awakening, like you're actively going through this emotional awakening. Bring me the iPad. Somebody, you are about to receive like a huge blessing, because we got Ace of Cups, the Magician, and the Lover's card. 3 major arcanas, and then right after that, the Wheel of Fortune came out. And what's wild is these 3 came out after this tower, and the tower is this emotional awakening. So it's not a tower in that sense as to where you're like, you know, shit is going horrible for you. You're just processing some emotions. Like the inner child healing is getting kind of intense. You get what I'm saying? So now switch it up, right? So if you've been doing your inner child healing prompts, processing those emotions, and you might get angry in that moment, right? You processing that anger in a healthy way, but you might like get sad. You might shed a few tears, and you're also processing that in a healthy way, right? That's your emotional awakening, because that's a test. Okay, think of it as a test. For me, when low vibrational emotions come up for me, I think of it as a test. Okay, because it's a test of your heart. Are you gonna process these past emotions, right? And are you gonna go out and seek revenge, or are you gonna process it in a healthy way? I went through this. Yes, I shed some tears, maybe a little sad, took me a little nap, got up, drank me some tea, went outside, spent some time in the sunlight, and eventually the feeling passed. You get what I'm saying? That is an emotional awakening, okay? And you're gonna process that, because It's a lot of shit that you have been through. It's a lot of emotions that you are processing, and you're expressing those emotions in different ways. For somebody, if this is like a current energy, because that's what I'm feeling, like, be active, okay? Don't wear black, okay? Wear brighter colors. Probably listen to some frequencies. Buy you a new little plant. Water your plant. You know, water your yourself, right? Take a bath, take a shower, you know, like soak in the tub, like stuff like that. You know, be gentle with yourself, okay? Nurture that inner child, all right? Because your heart is being tested.
Wait.
My bad, I had to look out my window because somebody keeps going through my trash. It's weird. All right, so
Mommy.
your heart is being tested as to where you're having these emotions come up, but God is seeing how beautifully you're passing the test. It's given that energy of Job when, you know, Job was suffering, and it's like the enemy is telling God, like, oh yeah, he's gonna crack. Nope, didn't. You feel me? He kept, like, and you in the energy as to where you're at the end of that journey. You're at the end of that journey. Yes, no, get out my room.
But yeah,
Go play in the den.
one day I saw
Or the living
someone
room.
take a bath. When they were still doing the destruction, and then he just walked away with the bag that was in a trash can.
Yes, because people still are trash. I don't know why. What did the guy look like?
I don't know. He was a worker.
But what did the worker look like?
I forgot.
It's okay. You could think about it and tell me if you remember. It's all right. But go play in the den or go play in the living room. Okay? When I'm finished, I'm going to let y'all play outside a little bit. Okay? No more iPad. Y'all could play in your room, or you could go play in the den or the living room. Okay? Yes, he did.
Wait, what?
He did get it. Huh?
Oh yeah, the movie.
Okay, but for someone, you are stepping into a cycle as to where, like, it's like you gotta find the that, like, you're peaceful, you're grounded, you nurture yourself, but you still got some fun, like going on a vacation. Like, for someone, you need to take a vacation. For someone, you've been working. Take a sick day, even if you're not sick, even if you I just need the day off. I need a mental health day. And do something fun. Take a day trip. Okay? If maybe you don't want to spend money or whatever, right? Take yourself out on a picnic. The same dinner that you can eat sitting at the table, you can eat that outside. Go camping. Somebody go fishing. Something. Okay? Go paintball shooting. Go to the gun range. Go I don't know, like, do something fun. Okay? For someone, you definitely have, like, some type of trauma, because it keeps coming up. Okay? So the more fun that you have, the more that you laugh, the more that you, like, just, you know, stretch and, you know, make yourself, like, you're free, you know? Like, stop feeling like you're so constricted, you know? Like, play some music. You could start out, the first step could be play some music in the house and dance to it. Okay? That could be the first step. Playing some music and dancing to the music. That makes you move your body, especially your hips. You don't have to work out your emotional trauma by crying or hitting a tree. Yes, it helps. But dancing, being physically active, okay? I mean, it is. Go somewhere that has, like, you know, protections in place. Like, you know, what is that called? The rec room. You could do that by, like, not with people, you feel me? Go in the morning hours, right? Between like probably not around 7 to like 12, because that's when most people are gonna go, right? Go in the earlier days. Like if you're someone that you enjoy going to the movies, right, but you stopped because of people in the movie theaters, go in the daytime. Okay, it be empty. You feel me? Like, just go in the hours that not everyone goes. Like me, when I go food shopping, I do it in the morning because there's not as many people in there. It's usually the older crowd or the individuals that own like stores and stuff in the area that need to restock, restaurants or whatever. Like, that's when I go, because I don't want to be around, a whole bunch of, when the freaks come out. Like, I'm good with that. I do stuff in the morning. All right, so for someone do it like that, get out of my room.
But Zion was stepping on the dirty clothes in the room.
It's okay. Go play by yourself. Don't pay attention to what he's doing.
But I was trying to play downstairs and then I saw him doing it.
Okay. And he's gonna have to tell him that I said he's gonna pick it up. Because if he's stepping on the bag that's open at the top a little, if it's spilled out, he needs to fix it back.
Okay. It's not spilled out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for someone like you are, this blessing that you have recently received is here to stay. This, like, the results of all the hard work you've been putting in, it's here to stay. Nothing or no one could take it away from you unless you give it away. Okay? Literally. A big part of judgment through this whole situation, whatever it is that you've been, it's like you made a choice to, either get away from it or balance it, right? Because even for someone, it could be, it could have been a generational curse when it comes to your finances. The reflection, you feel me? With time, you're gonna find balance when it comes to you reflecting, okay? So feel your feelings, continue to process it in a healthy way, okay? And make sure that you're being gentle with yourself, but also make sure that you get your heart beating. That's the point. Get your heart beating a little fast, right? Something fun. Do it. Yeah. Like, this is about being confident, taking that action. Queen of Swords. Like, for someone, it could be independently. Maybe you could have had codependency issues in the past. And now it's like you're working on being comfortable doing things by yourself, right? Like, do that. I can't even come up with nothing for that, because I like doing stuff by myself. But I was kind of like raised as an only child, so I don't have that problem. But yeah, you're transitioning, okay? Just give yourself grace. Yeah. Being comfortable in this independence. Okay, because the peace that you have obtained, you put that work in for it, right? You know that you're worthy of these blessings. You've built by brick, and you know that can't nobody take these blessings like away from you. But it's just you processing your emotions from the past. Okay, you're grieving like a past self, a past life. Like, you see how sweet life is, and you might be grieving even past people you walked away from. Like, why couldn't you be on this journey with me? It's because they simply chose not to. All right? Yeah. All right? So it's like literally, one of these cards represents fear. One represents being fearless. Right? You're transitioning into a cycle like literally. And it's like the individuals that was in karmic energy, there's communication happening with the struggles, with you having this wish fulfillment. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not where, you know, when they be like, oh, somebody walk away from you, and when they turn and look around, you're not in the same place that they left you at. That's the type of energy that's coming up. Okay. And with these, there's somebody, I don't know, somebody's people monitoring spirits or whatever. They feel like they feel burdened by whatever it is that they did, but it's only in hindsight. Because, oh, you know, maybe I shouldn't have treated them bad. But why is you treating anybody bad? Period. You know what I'm saying? But that's the type of person that you are. You not someone that just treats people horribly. And now that is something that's like confirmed. And there's that lingering energy of like someone wanting to call you in, someone wanting you to, but it's something you moved on from. So maybe you could be picking up on that, which could have you a little bit emotional, because somebody could be pulling at your energy a little bit. So that definitely helps. If you feel like somebody pulling at your energy, listen, go have some fun. That's a good way to transmute that energy. If anything, they're gonna get mad and leave you the fuck alone. But it's definitely an energy of, there's someone that's like searching you up, trying to find you, like a way to contact you, but they can't. Like for somebody, they cannot find you at all. And there's also that energy of like someone, it's like someone seeing like how you are self-sufficient, like you're doing something like for yourself or by yourself. Like for someone, that energy even surrounding these two, you could have gotten like some type of promotion, maybe you started a new job, like something, like you did something like new, and that is something that's being watched by someone, because they're like frustrated like with themselves that they're not achieving like these things. There's also the energy of someone that could have lied about having some type of romance with you, okay? Someone could have lied about like sleeping with you or something, or talking to you, right? They told somebody like, yeah, you know, if somebody asked them, hey, what they been up to or whatever, and then they be like, oh yeah, I just talked to them, or yeah, they was at my house last week or whatever. The whole time you haven't talked to them in mad long, they don't even got your number type shit. And then it's like they're feeling stuck because they can't, it's like you could be stuck on somebody's mind or something like that, or maybe that's what somebody wants for you to be doing in some type of way. But even at the top of here, it's your confirmation, return to sender, and then under that is self-care rituals. Okay, so for someone, you practice some aromatherapy, right? Aromatherapy, like your candles, your little smell goods or whatever, walking, drinking your water, taking a bath, or taking a bath or a shower. But for someone, you are someone that likes to soak in the tub, so take a bubble bath, okay? Because I love me a good bubble bath. Like take you a bubble bath with your candles and just chill and relax, because that's something you like to do, and you stop doing it because you don't be slowing down enough to like do that, okay? For someone, you know, journal, but journal in the sense of like your present day, okay? You know how, like, you know the show Moesha, and she would write about her day and how she's feeling, processing what's going on throughout the day. For somebody, you're being called to do that, okay? That's gonna help you to be more present, okay? And there's also the energy of someone drink more water. Maybe you need to get a new water bottle. Maybe you're someone that always had a water bottle and then you maybe just stop using it, right? And then you just get bottles of water. You buy bottles of water because it's faster to just grab it rather than pour into it. For somebody, you're being called to actually get a water bottle because that slows you down, okay? For someone walking, maybe you could be someone that normally you go running, right? I'm not going to tell you to not run. Yeah, run, but walk too. Maybe walk for 15 minutes before, do your run, and then walk for 15 minutes after. But somebody, you're being called to walk, go walking. That's also a great way to ground your energy, okay? For someone, this is long term, okay? This success that you have in the now, that is long term for you, okay? And right now you're processing this blessing. You're no longer waiting for, you're processing it, okay? Especially with this energy of you receiving like the results of your hard work, right? It's the energy of you planted the seed sprouted, and next thing you know, you woke up and the flower started to bloom. So now you know it's a fruit about to grow. You get what I'm saying? Ooh, that is beautiful. I love it. You're proud of yourself. Like you've made some type of achievement. Like whoever I'm talking to, you've made some type of achievement. And it was rough. And for someone, it could have to do with unhealthy relationship dynamics, right? And it's like the individuals that are committed to working with you as a team, right? Whoever it is that is on your team, you know that it's the right thing to do because y'all able to like work, y'all work well together. Like whoever it is that you're, you know, currently working with, it's a lot of reciprocation. You guys work really well together. It's great communication, okay? And that could also probably you have you like some individuals that's watching from the outside and they, you know, they feeling stuck because they're comparing themselves to you because they view you as being so successful. Nobody knows about the inner child healing you're doing and stuff. You feel me? Like individuals, it's like somebody's an earth angel. You got somebody praying. Like this song is Creating Me a Clean Heart by Donnie McClurkin. Like you got somebody praying. Like please help me. Somebody might be reaching out to you for you to help them in some type of way. Listen, we got the Emperor and the Chariot, and I can't even take that as somebody else's energy because there's a little gap right here and it landed on there. Like if I had a bigger table, it would have stayed. And then the Tower card, it came out by itself. So it's like somebody might be reaching out to you because they're viewing you as holding your swords up, your guards up, okay? Both of them is on a throne. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, whoa. Like somebody is they're going through hell. But why they in this energy? I don't understand. Oh, yeah. And then how many is this? 4, 8, 9. So we got 9 of Wands and the Emperor. So it's like that energy as to where this individual is overwhelmed because of a boundary that you have set. Like maybe you set a boundary with someone and they're just like, wait, they was not expecting you to like never talk to them again type shit. Like that's the energy. I could be talking to a divine masculine, but for somebody, it's causing a tower for them because they don't know how to come towards you. They don't know because they know that like they're gonna be like they're under conviction. The Most High has put them under conviction because what was you doing? What was up with your heart to make you treat them like that? You feel me? Before you seen that they was gonna grow from it, because you thought that this was gonna defeat them. Why? What is wrong with your heart as to where you wanted to inflict that pain onto another? That's the energy. They're under conviction. Damn. Literally, somebody could have like, I don't know, you could have been triggered, like your abandonment wounds could have been triggered by whoever this individual is. but it's something that you walked away from. Queen of Swords came out on the side. Somebody was not expecting this. Like, they don't know what you're gonna do next or how you even did what you did. And the fact that you're able to be defensive over your energy, right? Holding that guard up, holding that sword up, and you're still kind of compassionate, you're still winning, you're still blessed, you're still sitting on that throne, right? Somebody is like, what the fuck? How? Because they feel like they're stuck, because they know that they put you in a stalemate at one point, but how the fuck did you overcome it? How did you grow from that? How do you not have, wounds or bitterness or whatever? Like, how are you successful? These are the questions that someone's asking themselves. There could also be an individual that's like, how did you get that job? How? How did you get that peace? How did you avoid that conflict? How were you able to resolve that? I didn't even help you. I actually kicked you while you was down a little bit. How did you overcome that? Somebody is like, how? I'm fucking weak. For somebody, I don't know. What is his name? I think his name is Funny Markel. He used to make these little videos like, how, bitch, how? Like, that's the type of energy. And another thing he be saying is, drink some tea. It'll be okay. Like, it's that type of energy. Like, go drink some tea, bitch. Literally, like, you have some type of wish fulfillment energy. Like, somebody mad as fuck. Because they just like, how did you do that? How? That's why you don't pray for people downfall. Because why was you even doing that? There's no reason. Ace of Pentacles, somebody just didn't want you to have new beginnings. Like, they just didn't want you to be abundant. They didn't want you to be stable. Like, why? That's why they're under conviction at this time. Somebody is under heavy judgment. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. They're under heavy judgment because your gift from the Most High was this peace. Like, your wish come true was this peace. You started your healing journey. You said, I just want to have a peaceful life, a peaceful existence. I want my kids to be peaceful. Like, that's the type of energy. And somebody is mad as fuck. They're a karmic. Huh. This could be, wow. Let me see. We got the Devil card, the Temperance card, Knight of Wands. So it definitely could be a masculine. And this masculine could either be a Capricorn, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. Flip and switch it though. Who sign, whatever. But whoever it is was in karmic energy. And it's like they did not want you to have peace. They wanted to stir shit up, fuck shit up for you through the actions they were taking, whatever they were doing. Somebody could have felt like whatever they did, like, yeah, I got them, I fucked them up, and they're like, yo, what? How? Like, that's the type of energy. Somebody is like, mouth open shop, what the how, what the fuck? And then, like, you have a new perspective over yourself because of, like, how you overcame it. And then there's also that energy of someone else having a new perspective of you and your strength, because at the end of the day, somebody thought you was weak, and that is why they chose to attack you in some type of way. There's also that energy of maybe somebody thought you were naive or something, but no, whole time they were just a wolf in sheep's clothing. Wow. And it's through the way that you liberated yourself. Literally. You could have had a dream. You had a dream. You were dealing with a lot, and you had a fucking dream. And that dream changed the trajectory of your life, where so much got revealed. And somebody's like, how did you know? How did you know it was me? Like, you could have just ghosted somebody. You could have just cut them off. Cold turkey, bitch. I'm good. Never called them again. Right? It's this energy of somebody that was in karmic energy, and it's like they always called you. You always called them. And then one day you just stopped calling, and y'all just never spoke again. I'm not making this up. like somebody is sick. And then it's funny as fuck because both of y'all is in solitude, but your solitude is with this wish fulfillment type of energy. That person, they just stuck by themselves because like they can't talk to nobody. Motherfuckers know, like it's been illuminated that they're in karmic energy. Somebody could have been outed for like doing something wrong, or individuals seen how fucked up somebody was or whatever due to how you move forward from it. Like you could have went through a hard time, and it could have been somebody that was saying shit like, oh, they're being punished because they're a bad person, or this is that, right? And then this individual, they just felt like they was, on top of the world, and the tables motherfucking turn. Like, no, actually, you're just talking shit. Like, they're not struggling. Like somebody maybe didn't have access to you no more, right? They probably didn't have your, didn't see you, or see you on social media or whatever. Maybe you blocked them and shit like that. So they was like, oh, they probably fell off the face of the earth. Like it's that type of energy. Somebody's like, oh, I know they're struggling because I don't see them. And so whole time you block them. And then it's like this individual could have brought you up, started talking shit about you or something, and somebody was just like, actually, you don't know nothing. What are you talking about? Like, I just think I like them out of here. Like, what are you talking about? And they had a mental breakdown because they was like, yo, what? How? Somebody feels a way. It's like somebody could have literally passed out, literally collapsed, or their heart just start beating up their chest like, yo, what the fuck? Like, how are they okay? Like, I did all of this stuff towards them. Somebody could have literally, like, tried to do some woo-woo on you for real. Oh my gosh, and they're sick. They're mad as fuck about it. Cause how? Like, and I keep hearing how. Like, oh my god, that is funny as fuck. You're about to hear about this. That's why it's coming up so heavy. Somebody is about to reach out to you. They're about to reach out to you to try to clear the air, because they might feel like, oh, if I reach out to them and I apologize, or if I go and tell them what I did, maybe I won't be under judgment no more. Oh my gosh, maybe these demons will stop taunting me. If I go apologize to the collective, maybe they'll just go away. No, because why the fuck did you conjure up a demon to go send somebody's way for? And now that the motherfuckers is tormenting you, oh, now you want to apologize? It don't work like that. You gotta live with the decisions you made. Somebody's losing their fucking mind because they're like, yo, what? They know that they're under judgment. They know they're under judgment because you're celebrating, because you're enjoying yourself. And even with this energy with you, as to where I'm telling you, go do fun things and stuff like that, you're still being viewed as if you're enjoying yourself. That's why I said, for someone, it's like you're being like really self-critical. You have to look at yourself like, not nitpick yourself like that. That's not healthy. Okay, don't be nitpicking yourself. Okay, because you're much more successful than you think. You're much more abundant, beautiful, glowy, like, than you think. Okay, and somebody is looking at you like, yo, what the fuck? They're like, yo, how? Oh my god, I'm fucking weak. Listen, for someone, they're gonna be being tormented until they in the ground. Okay, in the ground. Like somebody built up years and years and years of karmic debt on their soul for whatever the fuck they did to you, sent your way, said something. Like they're fucking going through it, and they know that, and that's like a now thing. They know it now. So for someone, you've probably been getting like more like eyes on you, especially with individuals snooping on you. Maybe you see people viewing your page and like and it's because someone's going through intense karma and it's being talked about. Okay, maybe they could have been going through a hard time and blamed you. Oh, because they're evil, because they're this, because they're that. And then maybe they look you up and they see like, what are you talking about? They chilling. They not even worried about you. Wow. Listen, Ace of Cups and the Lover's Card. For somebody, you have this love, this feeling of like, it's like you're in harmony. Like for someone, your relationship with the Most High, like through this whole process, like you've gained like a new sense of fulfillment, like with yourself, by yourself. Like when it comes to you actually acknowledging all the growth that you are making. Not just what you overcame, but exactly the fruits. You know what I'm saying? That harvest that you have in the now from those seeds planted in the past. When you could have went the hell off and you didn't. Right? And now you're receiving those blessings for that. For somebody, you know when they say that good karma comes back around, for someone, it's in your hand. It's in your hand in the now. For somebody, tap more in your creative side. Okay? Because I know you saving money. Okay? Because listen, what I was just about to say, and then they came about, okay, I know you're saving money, okay? I'm not somebody that be splurging. I don't splurge, nigga. I be saving too, like, but I still take that time to go do a little something for myself. You feel me? Like, for me, I used to be that person where every week, like clockwork, I went to the nail salon, okay? The reason why I stopped going wasn't because of money. It was mainly because I just didn't like that if I would get a feeling the nails would lift after 3-4 days. Horrible service, especially moving in Maryland. Because when I lived in Virginia, my nail tech, I went to the same nail tech. Like, that was my dude. That his number. He, like, literally every time, my nails never lifted or anything. So moving here with these nail techs here, I had one nail tech, but she, like, I don't know, like, she just was always, it's like she never really had the time, like the availability to do my nails at the time that I needed it for. Because at the time I was on a strict schedule. Like, I couldn't just, go get my nails done at any time. You feel me? So, like, I ended up learning how to do them myself. So now that's a part of me splurging, is carving out that time to actually do my nails on my own. Okay? And I will go buy the kit, because that's still a form of investing in myself, right? Because I still got to buy the monomer and, and all that stuff. But it was an investment for me into myself when I got my nail drill and when I got all of those things, the little brushes and stuff like that. But for someone, it's like you're saving your money, but you're also making you a part of your budget as well, right? We have our budget for clothes, shoes, food, what is it? Your bills, right? Your bills. And you could also set a little thing for fun, right? Make a little thing for entertainment. You get what I'm saying? Put a little money to the side for you to go do something. Even if every month you putting that money to the side to where it gets to a certain amount, right? And then you could go do that thing. But put you in the budget as well. Your fun, okay? Your good time. Put you matter too. It's not just always about the kids being able to have fun. It's about you. Yes, you done bought the kids shoes, okay? When the last time you bought you some new shoes? When the last time, yes, we gonna take the kids to the park, okay? When the last time you did something that gave you that same excitement as, that excitement of a kid going to the park? What have you done to have that same excitement that the kids have going to the park? What are you doing? Your little thing, right? Because that could be broad. It's about you. If you want to just go to a coffee house and sit down and read a book in peace, right? And not have to, be hyper vigilant with your kids and stuff like that. Like, you do choose something to do for you, okay? You deserve that too, okay? Because I know you saving your money. I'm not telling nobody to just go, spend your rent money. No, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm telling you, even if it's 50 cents, okay? Something. Say something to invest into yourself for your future, okay? Because you might start out with the 50 cents. You might start out putting $20. You might start out with $100. You feel me? But as time goes on, that puts you in the energy to receive, because you're investing into yourself, okay? Literally. And for someone, you're walking into a season as to where the anxiety is not going to be of you being overly critical. Your anxiety is going to turn into anxiety for having too much options, too much shit to do. I don't know if I want to do this or this or that or that or that. You just got to take the first step. Like I said, the anxiety is there. It's always high vibrations and low vibrations. But it's about how you are shifting your energy and raising your frequency as to where it's working for you, right? Because now the anxiety got you not doing nothing fun. And soon that anxiety is going to be, oh my gosh, but I want to go here, but I'm not going to be able to make it to this if I go do this, yes, that's good anxiety. Okay, it's about shifting that mindset. And listen, I promise you, because I wish I had somebody to tell me that's all my journey. I learned my lessons the hard way. That's why I know when, we be procrastinating and, we be saving our money because we're like, oh, I want to go out and do this. And then when the money's saved up, you're like, no, but now I don't want to spend it. Like, it took me all this time to save it. Why would I do it? Because you're investing into yourself. Okay, so be start out with self-care items, especially if you're getting in the groove of doing things for yourself, buying things for yourself, not feeling guilty, right? Especially for my feminists, that mom guilt be real, right? But at the same time, you can enjoy life as well. So for someone, start with your self-care rituals, right? Start with, if you're going walking, right, maybe get you a weighted vest, right? If you drinking water, get you a cute little water bottle, right? If you doing your baths, right, go buy a bath bomb. You feel me? Go buy some candles so you could like really relax. Get you a little bottle of wine or something. Even in the baths, they have these things that you put right here, so it's a little table in the bath, and you could put your book or whatever. You could do that with your meditation, right? Get you a little yoga mat or something for you to meditate, or I don't know, just do something to invest into yourself. Okay, your home, like take the first step. Like for me, my first step was when I bought this was the first plant that I had bought. And listen, I'm trying to have a green thumb. It's a little beat up, okay? But this was my first plant, and it's still going strong, still growing, okay? This little thing was small when I first got it, and it's still thriving, and I don't even use it because I bought it to use it, and I used it once, and then I didn't use it again. But I still have my aloe plant just in case. I do want to use it, okay? So definitely, like, do that. And then also, even with aloe, that's significant as well. If you're someone that likes, skin stuff with face masks and stuff, fresh aloe is so good to just put it fresh on your skin. And even if you put, I know, aloe water, but I can't lie, I didn't make the aloe. I don't like cutting my aloe plant. I cut it once and I put it on my skin and my son's skin because he has eczema. But I just felt like, no, it's like that energy of, people that like own a farm, but they don't like eat their farm animals. Like they're kind of like they're their pets, so they buy their stuff. Like maybe somebody could have a chicken farm or whatever, right? But they buy chicken at the store. Maybe they only use the eggs and stuff. Like that's the type of energy I'm picking up on. That's how I feel about my plants. So since I realized that about myself, I started getting plants that, like, is not, usable and stuff like that. Because even with when I would buy, like, I had, what did I have? Like a sage plant. I had what was it called? Because I've had a lot of plants throughout the years, but like I said, I don't know what it is with people stealing. Like, people be really stealing shit out of my house. That's why I don't let people come over and stuff. Like, that's why, like, my trust issues, that's why I be filling y'all with the trust issue shit, because I don't have people steal the stupidest shit from me. And that's why I don't really make friends with people like that, because people are trifling. Like, why are you stealing? Especially from somebody that you're trying to build a friendship with. Because, bitch, if you asked me, like, oh, I really like your plant, I probably would have fucking gave it to you. Because I'm that type of person. But the fact that you chose to take some shit. Yeah, but with this Ace of Swords energy, it came right on top of Ace of Cups. So it's like, as you're processing like these emotions and making these decisions, you're actually standing in the breakthrough with this emotional awakening, as to where you're acknowledging your personal growth, because it's something that you're seeing and experiencing. Okay, you're still manifesting things to come in for your future, but a lot of manifestation seeds you planted in the past, they're coming to fruition in the now. Like things you prayed for, right? The Hierophant, King of Swords. For somebody, there's an individual that is coming towards you super fast, or it could be simply an energy of commitment that is coming towards you really fast. We're in the broad aspect, as to where you're going to be committing yourselves to different things, adding different things to your schedule, to-do list, but it's not going to be exhausting, because it's going to be fun things that give you that excitement, things that are healing like a part of your inner child. So that is also a beautiful type of energy. It's coming in super fast, okay? It's moving in quickly. With this King of Swords and this Hierophant, I definitely could be talking to a divine masculine, as to where you are going to be having a lot of more fun lately. Okay, for somebody, you've been working a whole lot. Like I said, you probably haven't took a day off in a minute. Like, you are actually going to call out sick. You're going to use that PTO for what it's meant to be used for. Like, for real. Yeah, for someone, you could have felt a little powerless, especially with the idea of being able to celebrate. Okay, you are about to be celebrating, and it's literally you deserve it. For someone, you could be going to a social event. You might be being invited to a social event. That could also be that calling on you energy, as to where someone could be calling you to invite you somewhere. Yeah, because you haven't had a lot of playfulness. You've healed your heart chakra. You're healing that heart chakra, but it's like you still haven't tapped into that playfulness type of energy. So now that is the cycle that you're in. Okay, that's the cycle that you're transitioning into currently. Okay, tapping into that playfulness energy. That's the fun part of your inner child healing. Okay. Okay, and for someone, it could be within a relationship dynamic. Okay, so if you're someone that you're with someone right now, you guys are going to start to have more and more fun together. So that's really good. Or for someone, you could also be like having fun with like the people around you, right? The people that love you. Somebody's attracted to you too. Yeah, they feel like they missed the opportunity to work with you in some type of way, and they feel like they, or somebody could feel like they're currently missing an opportunity to work with you. So maybe this is someone you could have walked away from or ignored. Yeah, someone thought that you were struggling emotionally, okay, but now they're seeing you in this like lion type of energy. So someone could have definitely misjudged you. That energy came up, and I think I was live on TikTok when that energy came up, but it was someone that it's like they thought like you were struggling in some type of way, or that you had some type of insecurity or something like that. Like they judged the book by its cover type of energy. That video is in my shorts because I specifically remember that. Yeah, with this King of Wands energy, there's also this energy of like you being protective over yourself. Somebody thought you could have been like easily manipulated, and you're coming off as being very like inspiring. Okay, and they're in anguish. Look at how they're on the bed. They're like, oh my God. Yeah. With this Magician card, somebody feels like you're magical. Like somebody feels like what? Like your willpower is a superpower. And it's due to your expansion. Yeah, you're being encouraged to continue to keep working through that anxiety, okay, because you're still processing your emotions, and you are going to start to feel lighter, as to where you have more energy to do the things that you enjoy. Okay, because I could be talking to someone, you've been making plans to do things, but like I said, you've been working a lot. You're just like, damn, like it is kind of hard to carve out time for me to have fun. You didn't think it would be like this difficult. You feel me? You're getting in the groove of it. So just continue to like give yourself grace, okay? And keep looking for different outlets to have fun, different environments to have fun, different plans. Maybe look up, concerts. Maybe look up, who's in town doing spoken, not spoken, I'm about to say spoken word, but maybe you're into that, right? Maybe look up some karaoke events. Go on, not Grubhub, Groupon. Is that Groupon? Yeah, I think it is Groupon. You could look up different events in the area. I can't think of it, with the tickets, like to watch, shows, concerts, Get out my room. Get out my room. Yeah, we have the Sun, King of Pentacles. Like, it's this energy of you saving something, you being ready for something, and now it's just making the time for it, right? You're going to achieve that, okay, because you put in this work, so you're gonna be able to enjoy yourself. It could be even be somebody as to where you're trying to figure out when's the right time to like take this vacation off, right? Like it makes me think of like when I was active duty, when it came to holidays, it's like half of the work center would take their holiday break for Christmas, and the other half it will be for New Year's, right? It's that energy as to where you're trying to figure out like which one is the best thing like for you, the best block of time to take off of work, to be able to enjoy your vacation and stuff like that. keep being creative with figuring out how to navigate that. Okay, because yes, it's a little annoying trying to figure out the dates and stuff like that, but keep doing it so you can pick a damn date, because when you on vacation, you're not even gonna care no more about you picking it. You just gonna be grateful that you didn't give up on doing it. All right, so for someone, keep doing that. Okay, you gonna be able to get that time. You gonna be able to get that time. Okay, because your hopes, your dreams, your desires, they're becoming a reality. Okay, but it's about that willpower. Keep up that willpower. Don't get frustrated. Okay, literally anticipate these new beginnings. It's gonna keep happening. Can nothing take this blessing away from you unless you give it away? Can nothing stop the blessings coming towards you unless you give it away? Unless you say, no, I don't want that blessing, and you're not doing that. Wheel of Fortune, Two of Pentacles. All right, so you're definitely in that energy as to where you're managing your time. Like for some of you, you're managing your time better. You're figuring out like different things that you like again. You're like pouring into yourself. You could be switching up your wardrobe, switching up your hair, something. Definitely picked up the energy of somebody going on like a spa. Like maybe you could be finding a spa, and that's significant because I seen this TikTok. I seen this TikTok yesterday, and the guy, it's like the girl was recording them in the mud bath, and it was funny though, because the guy, he dunked himself in it, and he came out looking like a statue, because you know, he's great. That was funny to me, but when I watched that, I was like, ooh, I would love to like go somewhere and like take a mud bath, or even like those videos of the people that go to the hot springs, and they be like, you know, you got to put the special stuff in your hair. Like, y'all know, maybe you know what I'm talking about. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a salt spring or something, but it looks so cool. It's so like foggy and whatever, but like I want to experience that. Like it's that energy of somebody. It's like you're gonna be able to do that. Okay, just plan for it. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, that's just something I want to do. Like I'm not planning for that because I got other stuff I'm actually planning to do in the now. Like for me, that would be something that I would do like when my kids are like a little bit bigger, because I would want them to experience that as well, right? A lot of the things that I want to do, like especially traveling wise, I want my kids to experience it with me. So now I'm finding stuff that I could do like that won't take as long to do, because I want them to have those, you know, childhood memories and stuff. Not just like when they bigger.
Mommy, Mom, can I grab my scoot outside?
Okay. You put a shirt on though.
Okay.
We got Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands. So for someone, just keep your eyes open when it comes to you nurturing yourself. When it comes to you acknowledging the parts of yourself that you have healed enough to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay? Because the healing journey, no one is completely healed. The healing journey, it never ends. You're going to keep healing through your journey. But it's going to be you're raising frequencies and you're moving and expanding through this healing. Because a big part of healing is being able to take that vacation. Is you being able to, yes, you saved up the money. You healed your emotions to manifest you receiving that blessing. But now you've healed enough to be able to enjoy that blessing. Okay? That's the star energy. Okay? Because the healing journey is always evolving, but it's not always going to be hard. Yes, it's rough in the beginning. Whoo! And if there was a stronger word that I could think of right now for rough, I'm talking about rough. Okay? It gets rough. And then that median state as to where you're refinding your balance, right? You're regaining your, standing up. You feel me? With all that chaos. It's like that energy of somebody walk, like when you, like in my mind, I think of it when you start your healing journey, it's like somebody with wind coming this way, your clothes is blowing that way, but you walking forward. And then it's like you in that energy of the wind is slowing down, and then you're fixing your walking right because you don't got as much pushing against you. Yeah, and then it's that energy of you walking. So you walking through it smoothly. It's not a whole bunch of wind going back and forth. You feel me? Pushing against you. Like It's the energy of you actually being able to enjoy the walk. Now you now you jogging. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the energy. Sage, you want to play outside too?
It's a dead ladybug on my window. I just looked at it from my window.
Okay, so it probably got there when we had the window open. So if you want to play outside, you can go put on some play clothes.
Okay.
And if you don't want to wear your sneakers, you can wear your Crocs. Just don't wear the flip flops, okay? Or the slides. Yeah, for someone, you've closed out of this cycle with heartbreak. And that's a part of your justice. But just be honest about your feelings, because the memories, they don't disappear. They're gonna be there, but they're not affecting you as intensely as they were. So if you have those moments where you're, you might shed a few tears or whatever, just think about it. Am I grieving, or are these tears of happiness? Because I didn't get triggered to feel sad. I'm just grateful I went through it, and your brain is releasing that pain that you could have had compartmentalized and held on to the side. Okay, and I feel that because that happens to me, and I thought that I was losing my mind, and then I realized, like, no, I really have overcame a lot. And nobody held my hand through the journey. Like, nobody gave me words of motivation. Like, I did the shit by myself. Like, I had to console myself, and that's a feeling. Me feeling like I gotta console myself. I felt like that since I was a kid. Like, I never felt like anybody was on my side. Like, I felt like it was always betrayal, and it started out with my parents feeling like nobody really understood me for real. And then I realized, fuck it. Like, you don't value me, so I don't care about you either. And I know that God cares about me because I'm here for a reason. And when you get past that, you're gonna have moments where you think about it, but you're gonna be grateful that you went through it, because you're taking that, you put that title of victim to the side, and now it's like you're wearing your crown as the victor, right? Because you didn't let it break you down. It didn't leave you bitter. When you meet new people, your scars is not just showing in front of them as to where they're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know what you've been through unless you talked about it. You feel me? You might even have people that be like, oh, you and your ego. Like, things just probably always came easy for you, huh? Like, no, actually, bitch. Every blessing I got it off the blood, sweat, and tears of myself. You feel me? Like, you had to be independent, release codependency issues. You don't have people treat you well. You feel me? Even individuals that were sent into your life to, like, help you, y'all was in each other's lives to heal together, and they chose to, take the side of the opposition. Like, you still didn't become a victim or remain a victim. You get what I'm saying? And that's really good. That's why you have individuals in your energy that's just feeling away, and they might want to communicate to you, or they could be communicating about you or about a particular individual that could have did something, like said something. Somebody could have said something horrible about you, and maybe the truth's being revealed, like, about that. Like, but this is definitely a beautiful type of energy. Like, for somebody, get a water bottle. Okay, don't. Why are you feeling guilty because you want to treat yourself? Buy yourself that water bottle. Get you some bath bombs. You get what I'm saying? Get you some face stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you somebody that loves a good skin routine, but you've been trying to save your money, now you're investing into yourself. Okay, because you have it. All right, that's why God gives you the abundance for you to nurture yourself. Okay, money is not just to be used for bills. Your bills is gonna be paid. You have extra money, so instead of having it just sit there in the account, invest into yourself. Buy some new especially for my feminines. I feel like you could never have enough bras. Buy you a bra. Okay, invest into yourself. Yes, the cost is high. Then look up good quality bras that's a little bit cheaper. Like, yeah, come here. But it's definitely that energy of you, spoiling yourself a little bit. You know, like you care for everyone else. Do something fun for you, you know? Say what you was doing to make them all untwist like that.
Oh.
Hold on, it's the last one. Oh,
Why did you put 2 layers of rubber bands in my hair?
cause it keeps it like from not unraveling. I mean, you had it for 3 days, so that's a pretty long time for it to not. Wait, let me do this last one.
You have a yellow stain on your shirt.
I know. That's from when I was making the scrambled eggs.
Did it go on your shirt?
Yeah, the butter. When I flipped over the egg, the butter splashed a little bit. But the eggs came out good, so it's worth it. Okay, alright. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we got Ace of Cups. So for someone, you have a lot of clarity, especially when it comes to you and your forward momentum. For someone, be very imaginative, especially when you have these, you know, intrusive thoughts where you could be thinking about any heartbreak or sorrow, any low vibrational feelings that may come up or lingering like from the past. Think of it as a test from the Most High as to where God is testing you. Are you gonna think this or remember this and you just sit down and be sad all day, or are you gonna take the extra step and that's the day that you have a glass of wine? That's the day that you go and experience something new. Go take yourself to a dinner or go out, like for you to do something nice for yourself, fun for yourself outside of your home. Okay, for someone that is a specific energy. Like when you start to feel like, oh, I could just lay down all day, you feel me? Like instead of doing that, you go and take a walk. It's like for somebody, you're switching it up. Like when you have a certain trigger or something, you respond to it in the same exact way each time. And yes, that has worked for you, but now you're being ushered into a period of expansion. So now you're being called to switch it up. You're not going to do the same thing all the time. You're not going to do the same thing all the time. Like that's the energy. Like it's not supposed to be monotonous. All right. And it could have to do with your finances because you have went through not having much. You feel me? So maybe no, you're not gonna go sit there and splurge, but you're still gonna be creative with it. You're not gonna spend all of your savings, but you're damn sure gonna spend some of it to invest into yourself. Okay, life is meant to be lived. You cannot take that shit with you. King of Wands, it's things that's gonna help build your confidence. That's also a form of protection for yourself because you're following your intuition. You're actively practicing self-control, and that means controlling your finances, not just keeping it right, locking it in a box and throwing away the key. No, you could dip into the savings a little bit because that's the point. Your savings, what are you saving up for? I'm saving up for investing into my fucking self and my life. Okay, it's not meant to just be in there forever. Okay. Yeah, for someone, you could be neglecting your social life. You could have friends, actual friends that care about you. It's like you got to be compassionate, like with your inner child. When you're in a period of solitude, you're putting yourself in solitude from individuals that are bitter, are angry, are hurting you, are not genuine. For someone, you have genuine people in your life that love you and care about you, that reach out to you. Stop ignoring them and canceling when they invite you somewhere. Okay, because you know that they care about you. Okay. Literally. All right? Treat others how you want to be treated. Don't flake on your friends. And you know they wouldn't flake on you. For somebody, you'll be flaking on your friends. You got friends that don't flake on you, but you be flaking on them. Why? Why you doing that? Stop doing that. That's a trauma response. Take your ass out. Go to brunch. Or something, you could have had somebody invite you to brunch. And you said no. And not because of something they're doing wrong or because of a bad vibe. Get your ass outside a little bit. Okay? And I'm not telling you to go jump outside, but you know, take a stop. You feel me? Do a little 1-2. Just a little 1-2. You don't gotta do the most. Something though. Why are you flaking on your friends? I wish I had a friend over here that I could trust to like go have fun with. But I feel like I'm around a bunch of trifling ass people that just don't have no morals. Cause that was crazy to me. The girl, I didn't really see nothing wrong with her character, except for the fact that why would you leave your child in with me for 3 days? She was supposed to, the little girl was supposed to spend the night, one night, 3 days. She got her baby over here. Like, girl, you didn't let me know if she had any allergies. I just thought that was trifling. Because what? I could never do that. But yeah, I had to set a boundary because that's not okay. And I couldn't be her friend because who knows who else she done did that to. And not everybody has my character. So like, why are you doing that? Like, that's crazy. That's your child. And that was her only child. Like, you moving reckless. Because I feel like my mom used to move like that. Because I have hella gaps in my childhood. And the shit I do remember is ridiculous. So I could just imagine the shit that's repressed. You get what I'm saying? So I be having to be gentle with myself. Especially my inner child healing, because, ooh, Jesus. I have mad shit blocked out from a kid. And the stuff that I do remember is insane. So it's crazy. But yeah, for someone, it's like you're isolating yourself though from individuals that, you know, they are aware of things that you've gone through and they do care about you and love you. They know you suffer from anxiety. That's why they're being patient with you. But at the same time, you're not staying home because you're depressed. You're not staying home because you broke. You're just staying home because you want to watch that same show that you could damn play when you get back home from going to have fun with your friends or people that care about you. Okay? Go hang out. Please. Literally. That's how you're going to find balance in this Wheel of Fortune energy. Spending time with the people that you love and the people that love you. That puts you in the energy to receive this abundance even more. Love. Sharing love. Having a good time. Laughing. Okay? Not just being cooped up in the house all the time. Okay? No. You asked me if you could play outside. So go play outside. I'm almost done.
I'm too hot.
Okay, get off my bed. You all outside with all that pollen on you. You gonna lay down in my bed.
There's no pollen.
Yes, it is pollen outside. Every time the wind blows, there's pollen and bug juice flying in the sky.
What's bug juice?
You remember when we walked under the tree and we felt water?
Yeah.
I think when it be like that, it be peas and the bugs be peeing and stuff.
Or the bugs just drop their juice. Or the bugs
that's
drop
why.
Their juice.
That's why you get out my room. I'm doing my video. Y'all distracted me. I'm almost done, and I'm gonna come outside with y'all. Okay? I promise I'm almost done. Look.
You?
I have a little bit left. No, you can't watch me. I want a moment to myself.
Sweet.
Take the iPad. Go.
Yay! Zion, stop!
Zion, share. But Sage, he knows the password. Then go sit with him.
They keep running away from me.
Zion, stop hogging the iPad. Yes, you are. I hear you. Sage, you don't got to do all that crying. Stop. Yo, they funny as fuck. Okay, what was I saying? I forgot. What else, Holy Spirit? Oh yeah. So you're getting used to this transition, okay? You're transitioning into a cycle as to where you're enjoying your time, okay, around like-minded even individuals, right? So if you're in a situation, right? Because for me, this energy, it don't resonate for me because I'm not being like hanging out with people, but the energy that resonates for me is like, but I'm spending time to be like actually going out and doing things. Like I don't have an issue with going out by myself, doing things by myself, but I've been kind of like having issues finding like different things that I would find fun, okay, because I've tried like a lot of different hobbies and I want to try something new. So I've been looking up like pottery, like a pottery class, because I want to do something like that with the pottery. So I'm trying to find like something like that, but I stopped looking it up, but it's on my mind, right? So for somebody like, you're transitioning into the cycle as to where you're fulfilling a part of your destiny by healing like a huge part of you that has been something that has affected you a lot, maybe affected your emotions or how you treated others, how you treated yourself, okay? And a lot of that is through inner child healing. So this is a really good type of energy because you are now holding yourself accountable for where you've been neglectful when it came to your social life, when it came to kind of neglecting the individuals that do care about you and value you, because you're focused so much on healing from these individuals that aren't even in your space anymore. You're just healing the mental aspect of it, but you should also heal that part of you by nurturing the connections that you do have in your life, okay? And give yourself grace with that. I'm not telling you to go beat up on yourself because of that. No, by all means, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm saying give yourself grace to know that I can have fun. There's nothing wrong with you having a good time, enjoying yourself, because the things that you find fun is not things that are hurting others and hanging out with people that have toxic habits and are doing like it's not like that, okay? For someone, you have people around you that have the same morals and values that you have, but you should also warrant yourself that time to celebrate with these individuals, because that is also a part of healing, okay? You go out and have fun and be high vibrational, and there's other individuals that can witness that, and that shift the energy. You raise the vibration of a room when you walk into a room. So imagine if it's 2 of y'all, 3 of y'all, 4 of y'all, 5 of y'all. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of healing that happens when you have good fun. When you sit with somebody and y'all have a laugh, you ever laughed a laugh, it's where y'all laughing and y'all can't breathe and y'all just in there looking at each other just laughing, like, that's healing energy, okay? So for someone like, there's healing in having fun as well and having a good time as well, because you're not in this energy as to where you're fighting demons or fighting your shadows, as to where you're finding shit funny that's kind of trifling, or the shit that you find fun is toxic or unsafe for you. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like for someone, it could be a dilemma for you because you kind of feel like something in your life is like unproductive, or like something that you could feel trapped. It like could be a way of like thinking or whatever, but you have to realize that you're transitioning out of that. You're transitioning out of that. This could specifically be for someone as to where you're kind of like self-critical, and it could also be that energy as to where you could feel kind of shy, and it's hard for me to even describe that type of energy. Let me see. Yeah, it's like if you're feeling that energy of feeling kind of like shy and, just wanting to just be home, not really around others, slowly transition yourself in that way. Like go to the library, go to Barnes and Noble, go, just go different places as to where it's not like social. Like you could still isolate a little, but you could still be around others. Like go to the gym. Instead of working out at home, go to the gym, right? Because you're still around others. It's like being comfortable, like being like around other people again. Yeah, and it's new for you, okay? But don't let fear determine what it is that you're doing, all right? Don't let anxiety from some past shit that you already overcame keep you from making new connections in your life, okay? Literally. And for someone, it's leading you to love. All right? Yup, look at that. with the Sun card. You're walking into a season of joy. Okay? You're still processing those feelings from the past. Okay? Depression, it's a journey. It's a journey. Okay, but just remember that the days that's a little harder, move a little slower and be more nurturing to yourself. And the days that you have that excitement, that energy, go out and do the things. Okay? That's the best thing I could tell you, because that's literally something that I do always. Okay, because I've been through a lot of trauma. I've dealt with depression and shit like that. And like, I be having days where, I might not feel like I'm bouncing off the walls, right? That's the days that I chill and relax and do my self-care. That's the day that I, like, I don't know, do my hair or wash my hair or do a face mask and stuff like that. And then those exciting type of days are the days I'll go out and, go out and do something. You get what I'm saying? All right, you're expanding. Okay, you're expanding and you're making this forward movement, right? You're taking a chance on yourself. You're going out and doing new things for somebody. You're advancing in your career. Okay, so anticipate these creative ideas, anticipate these new opportunities being presented to you. Okay, and then also anticipate for you to be feeling like very enthusiastic, like that excitement type of energy. Okay, especially if you feel like you've been slowing down a lot lately, expect that energy to start picking up. Okay, for someone it's gonna be long term. Okay, this emotional healing, this emotional journey that you're on, it's long term. This peace, it's long term. This peace can't be affected unless you fucking say fuck it. Your peace won't be disturbed unless you allow another to disturb it. Okay, you are not a victim. Okay, you're getting used to the world. You're introducing yourself to the world again. You've been introduced to the world again, but now you're focused on being present and actually standing in that star energy. Okay, literally, your strength, courage, commitment to the Most High, to yourself, to your life, to your future, to your purpose, that is why all your cups are full. But you have to see it. Okay, you have a lot of things that you can do, that you are going to do, and it's going to be very beautiful for you. Okay, and whoever it is that, that past energy that you got away from or whatever, they under judgment. All right, they're under conviction, they feel away. All right, and there's a lot of chitter chatter happening about your transformation. So you might have individuals that's just chitter chattering, but you got a lot of good things. Okay, even with right here, the world, the star, Queen of Cups, the strength, Seven of Cups, beautiful. Scorpio, Leo, Gemini, Cancer, Aquarius, Leo could be significant. All right, and then we also had got heavy fire energy, so definitely Aries, Leo, Sag definitely came up very heavy in the beginning with that King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy. That was very strong. And it's through the things like that you're doing. Somebody's judgment is solitude. They left you, like they abandoned you in some type of way, and they're feeling that now, like with this tower. They feel away, and maybe this individual could be repentant. Okay, maybe that could be that energy. But that Create in Me a Clean Heart by Donnie McClurkin. So somebody maybe could be repenting for whatever it is that they did to you. Confirmation. So that means you trigger somebody to heal. That don't mean, you gotta invite them back into your life, but you already forgave them for whatever it is. So now, they doing what they gotta do, hopefully. But you're in this energy as to where you are processing your emotions and realizing that you have more options than you think. And it's beautiful. For someone, you did a lot of work to save your money and stuff like that, and now you about to be having fun. Okay, there's a lot of things to do that you don't gotta spend a money bag to do it. Okay, because it does get expensive. It does get expensive. But like I said, find different ways to pivot as to where you don't got to spend as much money. You get what I'm saying? Because that's something I actively do. Like, I naturally do that because I don't like to spend money. But that's not a reason for me to just sit in the house and not never do nothing fun. For one, my kids, they not going for that. But me, I'm not going for that neither. Cause what? I'm gonna spend a little bit of money to have a good time, to make some good memories. You get what I'm saying? Even if you don't have children, you still can have fun too. Yes, you saving, but also add you to the budget as well. Okay? And not just with self-care too. Like for somebody, it could be, especially if it's something like a vacation or a spa, but it's also the energy of like just doing fun shit. Like for someone, you could be going to like the escape room, going to like, especially for my people, if you have anxiety, go to an escape room, right? If you feel like you releasing emotions a lot through tears and it's like you just want to get it out, go to a rec room where they go in there smashing stuff. Like, go do that, okay? And it's not expensive. It's like what, $30 at the most? At the most, I'll say 30. You ain't gonna spend no more than 50. Cause for me, when I plan to go somewhere, I make sure off rip I have 100, at least $100, because just in case I want to buy something, just in case I want to, you feel me, like get a drink or something, or want a little snacky snack or whatever the fuck, you feel me. Especially if you going out, you going outside, you walk past a store, you might see something, might get a little bracelet or something. Like, I'm that type of person, so I make sure that even if I have a budget for one place that I'm going, I might stop somewhere along the way and want to get something, you feel me. So that's how I set myself up with it. But do what works for you. You get what I'm saying? Because I like to do festivals, like where they have like different carts and stuff, like food festivals and stuff. And it does add up, but at the end of the day, it's not really spending, like, I'm not spending a whole bag of money, and I'm experiencing different things. So if I want to get me a little trinket, if I want to, you feel me, get some food, or like when they have the little carts and stuff, little drinks or whatever, like, just be. And for someone, they have wine festivals and stuff, and that don't cost a lot neither. No more than 50. But that's one thing I do. Like, if you're going somewhere and you're really, trying to treat yourself a little bit, and you want to have an enjoyable time without spending a whole bunch of cash, just give the limit to be $100. Okay? And then soon you'll be able to have more to it. But start out with that 100, right? Give yourself a limit to, what to save to for that day. Like for me, if I'm going out doing something like by myself, like a wine festival or something like that, where it's just me, that $100 covers the Uber there and back. I could give me a little piece of food, you feel me? Like, if I was bringing my kids with me, I would have to up that. You feel me? Because I have 2 children and they don't have no sense of money. You feel me? I like it. I want it. I want it. You feel me? So, like, I would have to have a little more, but I'm talking about just you. That's why it's always healthy to do things just by yourself. Because 1, it's cheaper. For 2, you actually making the decision of what you want to do, and, doing that stuff. So, for someone, you're definitely walking into a beautiful cycle as to where you're getting used to splurging on yourself, okay? Doing the nice things for yourself, getting you a little something for you. Like, yes. Because for me, like, for the longest, I would only splurge on myself through food. I was eating lobster tails and seafood boils, and I started making my own seafood boils because I wasn't using that extra money to pay for my nails and all that stuff, because I was doing it myself. But then I realized, like, all right, I want to do some more. Like, I want to do something else. Because for me, a big part of my healing was through cooking, right? Learning how to cook. Because it started out with my comfort show being shows like Chopped and Cutthroat Kitchen and MasterChef. Like, those were comfort shows to me. And then I started like, you know what? I can do this. Then I realized I was pretty good when it came to cooking things without like a damn recipe. So then that's when how I would treat myself. Then I realized, like, okay, I want to do something else outside, because I could have stayed in that bubble, right? at home, cooking, doing the things or whatever. Then I was like, no, I actually want to experience, like, to do things outside. I like being outdoors. So now I've been looking up, different things, amusement parks and stuff like that. And, now it's giving me extra motivation to save even more, to, like, for those different things that I want to do. So for someone, have grace, like, show yourself grace and make your plans. And every time you make a plan to do something for the future, set it up in time increments. So 2 weeks, I'm gonna say 2 weeks, because I know that, most people have like that, get paid every 2 weeks. Set it up for every paycheck. You put a certain amount of money to the side and make your goals. All right, a month from now, I'm going to do this. 2 months from now, 3 months. Like, set it like that. And as you get into the groove with doing that, it's going to start to get further and further out. Like, for me, it's through seasons. I make my plans due to the seasons, due to the time, because I'm a single mom. So I got to make sure that I have, our wardrobe for the seasons, shoes. And my kids is at that age where they're growing out. Elementary school kids will just have a growth spurt out of nowhere. So I do things through the seasons. So that could also be something that you do as well. And I got into a pretty good groove, but I realized that I wasn't integrating myself into that. So now I'm starting to integrate myself into my budget and doing fun things for just for me, and actually getting myself things. Because I realized, I was like, damn, I only bought, the last time I bought stuff was when I went to school. I had went to Colorado for school, and then I was working at a hotel, so I bought, work clothes. And I realized, like, damn, I didn't buy no clothes for, like, just for me to have for myself. You feel me? So I've been doing that for the last couple weeks. And it's something that's really helping me too, because I'm processing those feelings of that mom guilt, because I should not feel guilty for doing something for me, right? Because my kids are not being neglected, right? So it's all about pouring into yourself and not feeling guilty for pouring into yourself, especially for my parents. You feel me? Because that, I don't know why it be like that. And I know it has something to do with our inner child healing, but that's something I'm actively, working on healing. And that's why I say, when you have those moments by yourself, enjoy those moments by yourself and celebrate yourself as well. Okay, you deserve that celebration, because you're still a person. Yes, you're a parent, but you're also still you, right? And that's that journey of finding you again. For me, it was a rough, tough journey. Okay, because when I chose me, I feel like people around me just started going crazy. And then I had a lot of people that were attacking me through my children. So I had to cut myself away from a lot of individuals, and I started noticing how they were selfish. I started noticing where I was pouring into situations that wasn't pouring into me, where I was giving out the benefit of the doubt too much. I was, I realized I had to separate. And now I'm coming out of that, and I did have that grieving period of feeling lonely, of feeling like, dang, why don't nobody care about me, love me, and I started realizing, you know what, I'm gonna just pour into myself. Because I did do a lot for that person. I did do this. I did do that. And at the end of the day, I was neglecting myself to give to them. So now I'm going to give to me. Right? So this is a really good, this was a really good message. I can't lie. I love it. And for some of my eyes went back to it again with spending time outdoors. For someone, spend a little time outdoors, take you a little walk. Okay? You don't got to jog. Okay? I be taking my little walks sometimes. I don't run like that. Sometimes I'll run with my kids when we play soccer and stuff, but I can't lie. My ankle is messed up, so I can't fucking be, you feel me? But I do a little 1-2. You get what I'm saying? Jog a little bit, but most of the time I be walking. Alright? And I recently invested into myself. I got me a little weighted vest, and I know that's gonna help as well. So do that. Alright? But somebody, if you be walking and your feet end up hurting and stuff, buy you some inserts or ask your doctor to give you some inserts. They help. Okay, because I got some inserts, some foot inserts from my doctor, and it feels so much better when I'm walking, and it hurts less too. So you can also do that as well. I know the store-bought inserts that I got, they were no more than $20. So for somebody, and for stuff like that, I would recommend go to CVS, because sometimes I think it was Yeah, I think it was a CVS, and they had the little machine that you stand on, and it tells you the specific inserts you need for your foot or whatever. Or you, like I said, you could go to the doctor and they could tell you what to do. But you know, you could just give up. Oh, I went walking and my feet hurt, now I'm not doing it again. Or wear comfortable shoes, get some inserts for your shoes, stretch and walk a little slower, walk on the grass, because sometimes it's the impact of walking on the hard concrete. Go to a park and walk on the grass. You still get that walking in, but the ground is more soft. Or if you go to the park, you know, the kids park, the little walking path, it's not hard ass concrete. It be a little soft. It has a little give to it. So that's what I mean when I say be creative with all that shit, right? If you have issues with, you know, your body feels really sore and stuff like that, go to the pool and walk in the pool, run in the pool, play in the pool. That stretches your body, but it's not all that heavy impact, right? So it's options for everybody. Pretty much is what I'm saying. You just had to be able to think of it and be creative with yourself, because you know what I'm saying? This is you. If you don't push yourself out to go do it, it ain't gonna happen. And you know what that feel like. So keep going. Okay, you're at a place that you're very peaceful. And yes, you can stay stagnant and be alright. Right? But if you want to expand and take it a step further, you gotta take that step further and push yourself just a little bit. All right, not push yourself to the max, but push yourself just a little bit to give a nudge in the energy, so the Most High could see. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, they're trying to build. Oh, they just don't want to stay here at the peace. They want that expansion, because the peace is always gonna be there. But you striving for more and more and more consistent growth. You get what I'm saying? That's the energy. Okay, so this was a really good reading. I can't lie, this energy was beautiful. I'm gonna pick one. What I be doing is I randomly flip through it and whatever page I land on. So, oh, listen, the likeness of God. In reference to your former way of life, you are to rid yourselves of the old self, which is being corrupted in accordance with the lusts of deceit, and that you ought to be renewed in the spirit of your minds, and to put on the new self, which in the likeness of God has been created in righteousness and holiness of the truth. Listen, you are blessed because your real self is made in the likeness of God. Imagine that. You carry within you the image of God. When we live without God, turning away from his love, we are being false to that true self. The God image we carry in our deepest souls. Old habits can die hard, and it may take some effort to live in a new way. That old false self may keep calling to us, but with God's help, we can be renewed daily into God's own image. So this is an affirmation. God, I want to look like you. I want to act like you. Put my old false self to death and help me be the person you created me to be. And that is so significant. Oh yeah, and the passage is Ephesians chapter 4, verses 22 to 24. Okay, so the version of this, it's NASB. I don't know what that means, but I guess it's like, you know, the way that the words sound. Because this Bible that I have is King James version. And I'm going to actually, when I do it, I'm going to start finding it before so I can find it. Because it's going to take me forever to find it in here. I already know it is. And I got to get off here in a second. But at the end of the day, this just clarified what I said. You're being more comfortable moving in your divinity, right? You know, you're still able to have fun. You can do fun things, okay? The only option for fun, like if you're somebody as to where you don't drink anymore, you don't smoke or whatever, like you can still have fun without doing those things, right? And for my people to where it's like you might have you a drink every now and then, but you know it's like I don't gotta get blackout drunk like I used to in the past. I can have me 2-3 little drinks, a little 1-2. You feel me? I don't gotta do the most. You get what I'm saying? Like you're moving in your own path, right? Because everybody's path is different. Like that is beautiful because you're seeing the humanity within yourself. You have self-control, right? Like that's the energy. I love that. Because like even for me, like I be sometimes a little hard on myself because when I was in college, I was binge drinking like a mother. I could tell you, every time I drank, I got blackout drunk. That's just what it was, and I had fun. Okay, and then it turned into, when I joined the military, I was drinking all the time. But the only time I was drinking a whole lot was like when I go out, but it wasn't blackout, but it was still a lot. You feel me? Then I only drank when I was going through like a very stressful time in my life. And now I don't even feel the urge to like drink, because it used to be like happy juice for me. So now it's like, if I was to go buy a drink or whatever, like it would be cool. But like I said, I'm in the energy of saving my money. So like, I'm not about to go waste my money on alcohol. Like, I'd rather just do it a different way. So for somebody, it's like, you practicing self-control and you're being more comfortable like in your own energy. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be inebriated. Like, if you do drink, if you do smoke, like, it's not to run from your demons. It's just literally like me. If I smoke, I would probably like hit my vape before I watch Rick and Morty or something, like, because it just make it more funnier. You feel me? And that's how when I was younger, when I was in high school, and when I would smoke, like, I literally smoke before we watch a movie or a TV show or something that was funny. And I think that's what it's supposed to be used for. You feel me? Or if you meditate or something. I don't know. People do that, but I don't really do that. But if you did, you feel me? That's you. But this was a very I really like this energy. This was a really good reading. Okay, so for someone, start making them plans. Okay, look up what type of cruises you want to go on. Look up where you want to go on vacation. Start looking at the prices. Start looking at, okay, how am I gonna save? Start looking at your finances with your budget. Okay, you can make a budget even before you get paid. Like, just at least make the bullet points of what it is. Right? We got bills. We got clothes. We got, we about to go into a next season. Start preparing for that. So yeah, and start adding you to your budget. Okay, for somebody, make a little section in your budget for you. Okay, you. Okay, for that thing that you want to do. You don't know how much it's gonna cost, but like, what I like to say is, start out with $100. Okay, because I feel like if you going out by yourself doing something fun, even if you take yourself out to eat, like, I feel like $100 is gonna cover you. Especially if you get an appetizer, entree, dessert, and 1 or 2 drinks. $100, you should be cool. But it depends on what restaurant you go to. But definitely look it up. Okay, so you can see what prices they working with. That's what I do. I don't raw dog restaurants. I look up the price. I look up the price before I go, because I want to be able to get whatever the fuck I want. Okay, and I want to make sure it's something that I do want. So, but somebody like you're doing a beautiful job. Okay, just make sure that you are, making yourself a priority as well. Okay, the kids is happy, the kids is good. Now let's make sure you happy. How about you find something fun for you to do? You feel me? You done took the kid to go do this, that was fun. Now start planning stuff for you to do that's fun. Okay, like, that's the energy. That's the energy. All right, so definitely have a good day, night, whenever you're catching this. Remember, if any messages that you have heard from me, from any other reader, always take it to the Most High for double, triple, quadruple confirmation. Okay, if you would like spiritual guidance, advice, or whatever, I'll be giving out a whole bunch of little things or whatever, ideas. Okay, I'm really good. I love brainstorming. If you would want a brainstorm partner, accountability partner, you can email me. Okay, maxheart888@gmail.com. It's definitely have a good day. Spend some time outside. Do something fun. Have your little picnic. You don't want to spend no money? Okay, the same dinner you was gonna eat in the dining room, go sit outside and eat it. Okay, go sit on the porch. Go sit in the grass. Get you a little blanket. Sit you on the, you feel me? Do a little 1-2. Okay, so have a good day. Continue to live and love and